In John chapter 2, Jesus makes his way up to the Temple Mount where we are right now. And as he's walking, he sees that God's house, his Father's house, has turned into a marketplace. Originally, God's plan was to have his house be a house of prayer where people from all over the world could come and they could realize the greatness of the God of Israel. But instead now, as Jesus looks on the Temple Mount, he sees nothing but business. The idea was that the sellers would bring good animals to the temple to make it easy for pilgrims that were traveling from a far ways away that couldn't bring their own animals, that they would sell it to them as they were getting ready to come to the temple. But over the years, instead of God's house on the Temple Mount being a place where all the nations could come for prayer and for worship, it had turned into a literal marketplace. And so as Jesus is making his way up onto the Temple Mount, the anger inside him starts to boil. And he sees that his Father's house has become corrupt. The priests are no longer protecting the purity of his Father's house. The people have not allowed it to become a place of holy and reverent worship, but it's become a place of money. And as Jesus walks along, and as he starts to enter the Temple Mount, as he walks on the stone, he feels anger building inside of him. And so he grabs some cords, he grabs some leather that they would use to drive the cattle along, and he takes it, and it says that Jesus bound some cords together, and he made his way to the front of the temple, and it says that he took this cord of whip, and he started whipping all the animals, somebody else's animals, somebody else's merchandise. And it says that the animals just got up, they started heading out of the temple area. He's cleaning the whole temple of all the animals that were there, all the birds that were there for sacrifice. What was amazing is that Jesus, the rabbi, he's not even a priest, he's not part of the temple religious. He actually has come now to his Father's house to do some cleaning, because he has the authority as God's Son to clean his Father's house. So much so that the temple authorities, the priests, they come to him and say, "Who gives you this authority to be able to clean this temple?" And Jesus said, "It's been given to me from my Father, that his house will not be known as a house of merchandise, but as a house of prayer."